Hello, this is the Maya Show. You might be thinking this was supposed to be Shoesday too, and she gets in my way sometimes. I know what scares her and I know what I can do to get her down, but she's so cute. I'd rather not. She's so adorable. Aren't you? Say I'm adorable. Yeah, yeah, she knows. She knows she's cute. It's the Maya Show, starring Maya. It's the Maya Show. I will paint shoes, but she's on the box where I usually put my computer, and she seems comfortable, so I'm just going to stare at her for a little bit. But today I'm going to try and do some aquarium shoes. I did them before for a kid I know, or whatever, a kid I know, for somebody's child, and they turned out really well, and I would like to do a pair for adults too. I have a pair of slip-on shoes to work with, but right now we just have a cat to stare at, so let's just look at the cat, everybody. The kitty cat wants to be where the kitty cat wants to be. She's in the way. Yeah, you're in the way. I can't even show them my ceremonious candle lighting, ceremony, which is, I can almost, but the snowman's face is not melting like it should. And I'm very frustrated, but I'm still going to light it. And hopefully it'll break down eventually. All right, let's light the snowman on fire. All right, that's done. This also prevents Maya from coming over here on this side of because she is a good little kitty and she does not like to hang out with fire. She thinks that stuff is hot and dangerous. She's not wrong, right, Maya? Hey, sweetie baby. Hey, sweetie baby. What's my kitty cat doing? You've been fed and you've gotten attention and we've done some lap sitting. What you doing up here now? You should be good. You should be all good. Hi, Mrs. Maya. Yeah, I see you. I see you. Hi. We're just going to look at my cat for a little while until she's ready to get down. She's just a sweetie pie. Aren't ya? I have an animal voice, I guess. You're a sweetie pie. You're my girl. Are you getting down? Thank you. Good girl. All right, let's put the computer back where it goes. Let's point the camera down where that goes. Move this a little bit. This a little bit. My setup is not ideal. I apologize. Hold on. This is better. Let's do... Usually I put it like that. Yeah. Okay. So, okay. Here's the shoes I got to paint. Well, I've had them for a while. They got cat fur all over them. I wonder where that came from. So I guess I'll paint the background first. And to get the cat fur off, I think I'll take some tape and... Hold on. Sorry. I'm trying to figure this out. Let's do it that way. It's better. Okay. So I'm going to get some masking tape and just lift it off that way. I don't know if I have a lint roller anywhere. I don't know if that would really matter, though. So let's just do it the old-fashioned way. I don't know if I have duct tape. That would probably work better. There it goes. It's getting off of there. All the cat fur. Like magic. Oh, it's magic. All right, let me move this back a little bit because the shoes are my size and I'm a tall person. So therefore it's kind of, they're large. You see, I would definitely fall over if I had smaller feet. That's just science. All right, so the next shoe, I need to de-hair it too. De-cat fur it. Of course, all oceans start with blue. I think I'll make like a gradient blue just because that's more fun. I haven't decided if I'm going to keep that background, but of course, water is generally blue. So I'll start with the blue. It's going to be boring to look at, but for now, but it's a necessary evil, or it's not evil, but it's just necessary. Okay, so I'm going to use fabric paint to start with. I'm going to use that one. And I guess this one is fine. This one, these two. I need a lighter one too. this one. So these are the 3 blues I'm going to start with on my palette. Here's the water I use with my amazing paint puck, which I love. And I'm going to go to town squirting this all out. All right. It's cold in here. I finally turned on the heat. I don't usually like to turn on the heat because I don't feel like you really need heat. I think you have blankets for that reason, but it's really cold. So I turned it on. I didn't turn it up too high, but it's on. It's on like Donkey Kong. I don't think that's really how that goes. All right. Plus I can feel it on my paint bottles. That's why I remembered how cold it was, because my paint bottles are so cold. So I don't want those to set up, It'll be fine. All right. We're getting there. So I'm going to make a pair of ocean shoes. And so in order to start painting an ocean, we have to paint the background blue, because water is what color? Oh, blue. That's right. Blue. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. That's not a TED Talk either, Susan. Stop. Just stop. I've had a very long day, so I apologize if I am not completely, with it together. I'm going to go get a pair. Oh, God. I'm going to go get a paper towel. All right, I'm back. Okay. All right, so, all right. You know what's funny? When you order coffee super early in the morning and you tip the Uber Eats person, and suddenly they're like, oh, thanks for the tip. And I'm like, that was at 7 a.m. that I ordered that, but you're welcome. It's fine. All right, so I don't normally like to use a wide brush, but because this is slip-ons, I have more surface to paint on. So I'm trying to think if I want, I guess what I would like is probably, hold on, I did this all wrong. Let me wait for that to dry. I would like to start with blue at the very tip of the shoe and then go lighter as I go up, because that's how oceans work. The deeper you get, the darker it gets. I know how oceans work. So starting it all strong, just painting it blue. If anybody wants to talk to me or anything, chat me up. This would be a great time, because this is a very tedious process and I got nothing else to look at besides this shoe. So if you guys want to say hello, I wouldn't mind. I actually sold a pair of shoes today. It was quite unexpected. And somebody in Florida is going to get a new pair of Halloween shoes, which is also a little bit unexpected. But, I love Halloween, so I don't mind. I understand. I just don't know if I'm going to paint it on stream, because I've already done that once, for one thing. And the other reason is it's not Halloween time. But I will definitely paint it super quickly. I'm just waiting to see if she's going to get back to me about what size or what style shoes she wants, because she said most of her Vans are slip-ons. So if she wants slip-ons, that might be kind of fun, because there's more. I like slip-ons. There's more surface to paint on. So it's usually, I encourage parents that are having, that want to buy shoes for their children to get slip-ons, because tie sneakers for kids have very, very limited capacity for paint and designs. But I will do whatever the client wants. It's fine. Within reason. Normally I have some music on, but I've been kind of not playing it for a while, because I don't know, so you can hear me. And just so I know it's not too loud, because it's obviously not too loud if it's not on. So I want to make sure that, I don't know. Plus, I don't really always like to listen to music while I paint, and I know that's super weird, but that's just how I was taught, at least in college, that if you listen to music while you're working, then there's part of you that's not really working, and a lot of people disagree with me on that. And that's fine. Whatever you want to do, whatever like kind of gives you off the mood, that sets your mood. I do understand the music thing. It's not for me. That's all. I'm very, maybe it's because I'm extremely ADHD, and I think that has to be it, because of the way I try to concentrate on one thing at a time, and then whatever is the most important to me, takes precedence over the music, and normally that's either painting or driving. So I'm not really a psycho. I just like to pay attention when I need to. At least try. That doesn't mean I always succeed, but I do try. So I'm just making like a gradient, just like in the ocean, the higher you go, the more light it is, because there's sun up there and there's not down in the deep of the ocean. So that's why it gets darker. You just go down. I painted that wrong, and I'm going to just let it dry and then paint over it the way I want it to be painted. I might need to do a couple of coats on this. We'll see. Actually, this is just the underpainting. I would put like sea animals on there before I probably do a couple of coats, but we'll see. I don't like to do a lot of coats because sometimes if it gets too thick, the paint will crack. So try to keep it to a minimum. I'm drinking this Waterloo water. This is not a paid partnership, but I love this water, this sparkling water. I didn't want anybody to think I'm drinking a beer or anything. Not that it would be a crime. I could. But it's not like a party tonight. Not when I woke up at 5 a.m. Or actually earlier. I think I woke up at 4:30. Oh, God. Thankfully, I won't. Hopefully, I had a meeting, and hopefully I'll be able to stop doing that in the foreseeable future. We'll see. I'll believe it when I see it. Tomorrow I don't work until the evening, so that's good. I think it's at 2 o'clock tomorrow I start. And there's another meeting that could be an email. Ugh. Oh, well, it's fine. It's all fine. But I'm excited for the weekend just because, I don't know. I don't like to work. No, I'm kidding. I do like the company that I work for. It's just, I feel like I've gotten too many hours already, so I'm kind of burned out for the week. But hopefully that'll be different when I wake up tomorrow. So I kind of want to see somebody. So I feel sad that I can't, but that's what adulting is. You have to work, I guess. Makes sense. Just painting the shoes blue. I actually have a lot I've noticed, and I've tried to change that over the years, but a lot of times my shoes are blue in the background, and I'm just like, oh, and I don't know, like this is an ocean, so it should be blue, but a lot of times I'm just like, I just think it would look best with the background that's blue, and man, it happens all the time. So I tried to cut back on that, but I'll show you if you want. I can show you some of my examples. I did Hey Arnold shoes with a blue background. I did Star Wars shoes with the blue background. I did like a constellation type, like moon phase pair of shoes with a blue background. Technically, the unicorn shoes have a rainbow background, but there's a lot of blue in there too. And where else? I think that might be it for what's around here, but there's got to be more. I do like blue for a background. I think it's like a perfect background. Just a neutral color, more or less. Nice and cool. Cool blue. For a second. All right. How was everybody's day? Hope everybody had a good day today. Mine was fine. It was just really long. I went to Whole Foods after work, got me some nice dinner because I wasn't really eating much good stuff for dinner. I've been trying, but it was like more like, what they call girl dinner, and that's not good for me. So I bought some like stuff from their food bar, and I forgot my gift card. I don't know where I put that. I need to find it, but I know I have it somewhere. It's probably in my purse. I just didn't put it like directly into my wallet, and so I didn't use it. But that's next time I will. And I got some like really good cheese and some crackers, so that's my little snack for tonight. I am excited. I live a very exciting life. Cheese and crackers. It's brie, if that helps. Maybe that helps me sound a little bit more sophisticated in terms of my snack choices. I don't know. But that's something to look forward to a little later. But also, I just can't wait for Friday, more or less. I just want to see friends, enjoy my life, relax, enjoy the weekend. Although I should work a little bit on prepping for the craft fair that I'm doing the weekend after this weekend. But there's plenty of time for that, says the girl who procrastinates all the time. I do have a lot of product already, so it's not like I'm like up the creek without a paddle, But I'm a little nervous because that's an outdoor venue and it's going to be cold. I'm going to drag out my coat tomorrow. I'm actually going to wear my coat. I don't like to wear coats generally because they're big and bulky, and sometimes I get way too hot in them, and yeah, I don't know. But I guess since it snowed earlier today, then it's officially winter. It must be. So I guess it's time to wear my coat. Sigh. When I was a kid, and like, what is that temperature like? I guess it happens around spring and fall. But my mom's like, oh, it's going to be cold in the morning, so wear your jacket. But I'd rather be cold in the morning than have to carry it in the afternoon. I was so annoyed that I had to carry that stupid thing around. So I'd rather just freeze in the morning. And that is how stubborn I am. Just a little taste. So I'm painting shoes blue because it's going to be an ocean theme. The first fish I'm probably going to draw is going to be an octopus. I like an octopus because it stretches out further than general, like actual fish do. You can make it a really cute little design all over the front of the shoe if you want. Or you can just have it sitting there and waving at you. I don't know how to explain why I like the octopus, but I do. I'm also going to do like probably a Shamu type killer whale. Maybe. We'll see. Sharks, definitely some sharks. I want to do some sharks. Like a whole variety of sharks. I've done shark shoes before. I need to actually do that again. These could be shark shoes, like exclusively sharks. All right, I'll consider that. Because sharks are very popular. Everybody likes my sharks, my fish. So maybe. That would definitely take less time than painting an entire school or an entire coral reef. But we'll see. Like I only say less time because I have another commission that I just got, but it's fine. We'll get things done. Yep, I think they're probably going to be shark shoes. I was going to do like the aquarium like I did for the kid for Ollie, but like I don't know. I could still do it, but I might do it on tie sneakers because that like the fish are smaller, so that makes more sense to me for some reason to do it on tie sneakers. And I have 2 more pairs of tie sneakers in my inventory. They're both in my size, so I can use, but I use them. So this is my thing. I paint my size shoes because that makes me have new shoes, and I can wear them around and advertise. And then I throw them on my Etsy and I paint the design again, on whatever size that the client needs. And that is how I do things. And that's why I have a whole bunch of shoes. But, I always have a pair of shoes that match my outfit, usually. And if I don't, I'm like, oh, I need that color. So then I go paint a pair of shoes. I do need a few more red pairs of shoes. I only have a couple of those. And I wear a lot of red because I have dark brown hair, so it works. It looks best on me. All right, so we're getting there. The ocean gradient part. It's a little wrinkly. I didn't know. That's one of the downsides of slip-on shoes is that you can't really make it a flat surface, but that's okay. We will be okay. All right. At least with adults. The kids' shoes, that's not usually a problem. Add some more dark blue down here just to make it a little bit more even coat. So now going to Home Goods tomorrow, shopping around, seeing my friend Katie. If she's there, she might not be there actually. We'll see. I'll have to ask her. But excuse me. Still want to go there just for general gift giving. I like to buy a coworker gifts there. They have some cute stuff. All right, so that's that part of the shoe. I think I'm going to let that dry for a little bit before I do the size of the shoe, and I'm going to dive into this one. Ha ha ha, dive in. I kill myself. No, I don't. All right, painting the dark blue on the toe. This I did by mistake. I'm just going to paint over it. It's not a big deal. That was before I knew what I was doing. And I don't always know what I'm doing. I just make things up as I go along sometimes. I know that Mixed Media Monday was pretty short yesterday, so if anybody wants me to do, although I really don't want to do that, but if anybody wants me to do that, I understand, and I could roll a couple of dice tonight too if you like. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. I'm going to do my best to stream for at least an hour tonight because last night I almost went an hour, but it was like shy of like 3 minutes, and I was like, that's just dumb. Just go for an hour because it's not really a stream if you go for. I mean, it is, but streams should be at least an hour. That's just my professional opinion for no reason. I have no context for that. Nothing to back it up. Don't worry about me. All right, I'm just fixing that a little bit because I see mistakes on the other ones sometimes. I just go back with my paintbrush that already has paint on it and go fix it. Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. I have a whole bunch of the Waterloo cases of Waterloo in my trunk, which now that I think about, because it's getting cold, I should really take those out. Sometimes my car doubles as a refrigerator, but that only really works for bottled water in the colder temperatures. With cans, they can kind of explode. So I should probably take those out. I can put one in my work fridge and the other two in my home fridge. The one on my work fridge, I'll put the flavor I like the least out of the three that I love the most. Because I usually share with my coworkers. My candle is sort of teetering. Hopefully it won't fall over. It's another thing I can get at Home Goods when I go is more of these shaped candles that I like to light on fire and see them get all deformed. Yep, they're going to be sharks. I don't know why I didn't think about that before, but it's along the lines of the fish. I think it'll be pretty popular. I could also do them on tie sneakers. That might be more popular for certain people. We'll see. Great white, hammerhead. I like to draw hammerheads. They have interesting looking heads that are shaped like hammers. And which other shark? I don't know. I have to think about it. Tiger shark. That means I get to look at pictures of sharks, and I do like sharks. Exciting. All right, we're getting there. Shoes are coming. Bassoos. That used to be my old name. Shoes Bassoos, but nobody could ever spell it. They all thought it should be a Z instead of an. It was spelled SUES. I wanted to be Shoes by Sue, but Summer Dairy took that, so I was Shoes by Sue's. But then I had to rebrand because I wanted to expand my shop and make sure everybody else knows that I do more than shoes. I can paint on canvas. I can paint little bags, tote bags, anything. Like I was doing some T-shirts and doing some digital design. So I'm more than shoes. So I changed it to. I still wanted my name in there somewhere, so I changed it to Sue's Inspiration. And I was pretty excited by that name. And a lot of people don't like it. I got mixed reviews, but what's important is I like it, and I think it's completely original. So that is why I named myself that. See, it's already dry, so I get to paint right over it. Works for me. Guess I gotta dress warmly tomorrow. Ugh. Not right. It's just that I tend to get hot more so than cold. And I've been that way for a while. So I have to drink plenty of water, and I don't want to overheat. So I just normally end up rolling up my sleeves anytime I'm wearing something long sleeve. Anytime it happens, especially if I'm doing something, I gotta roll up my sleeves. Like what's his name? Who does that? Oh my god. Why can't I remember? Oh my god. He's on MSNBC. Oh shoot. It's gonna drive me nuts. Anyway, he always wears a shirt with rolled up sleeves. And then he does all the election results all the time. Oh my god. What the hell's that guy's name? Shoot. That's gonna bother me. I could Google it, but I'm not gonna. I'll have to do that later. Anyway, he's my favorite thing to watch during the election results. Like, I guess midterms are coming. I refuse to vote because of all the stupid text messages I got in my inbox this time, and I just can't bring myself to be enthusiastic when they've just been hounding me for months. So I don't know if I'm going to vote or not. And I guess the time has already passed anyway, so I guess I didn't vote. Oh well. Unless it's not a midterm this year. Yeah, I don't think it is. It's next year. Who even knows? I don't care. But I'm so mad. Just didn't want to deal with it. Actually, next year might be presidential. Hooray, I got a subscriber. Thank you very much. I hope it's a person I know. I think it might be. Thank you for subscribing. All right, I'm working on this. If I don't use a paper towel, I tend to just like squeeze the water out in my hands, and then I get really colorful hands. And then, I mean, I always wash my hands anyway, but you know, it's better this way. Good to use napkins. Oh God. Oh God. Don't fall over. Thank you. I got it on the sole a little bit. I can just wipe it off when it's wet, and I can use some special soap, or I can also just paint over it. Sometimes I do that, but it's not really on the sole that much, so it'll be fine. So I'm gonna do these. I'm gonna make them shark shoes. I'm pretty sure, in case you just joined us. At first, I was going to do like an entire aquarium like I did for another commission I had for a child, but it just occurred to me that I don't have shark shoes anymore. I did make a design for it once, but it's not on a good quality shoe. So I think I'm going to, redesign my shark design. I just have to paint the background. I'm doing like a gradient blue. I don't know if that's easy to see, but because as you go deeper, I couldn't decide if I should do I think it looks good this way. I wasn't sure if I could do the darkest blue over here or down here, but I think it looks good this way because there's going to be a shark like right here. So that makes a lot of sense to me. I don't know if I'm going to be able to draw it tonight or sketch it in. I have to, because it's got to fully dry before I start sketching. And what I usually use is gel pen. Sometimes I use regular pen, but I like felt tips. But gel pen is better, in my opinion, because it like smudges and like you especially white gel pen. I use that because you can't really see through it when you're painting. So in my opinion, that works best. For sketching out your design anyway. But you can do whatever you want if you want to paint shoes. I'm not going to stop you. All right. Just going to touch up this part a little bit. Sometimes I like to smear it. Hold on, I'll get this because I don't like the fact that it's got streaks, so I'm just going to blend it together, and it looks a lot better. One day I hope to be the Bob Ross of shoe painting. We all have dreams. Happy little sharks floating around. I find it easier to use my finger, but then of course I get colorful hands, but sometimes I like to really get into my art. Do I hair the hair for that? What? Oh, do I have the Bob Ross? No, I don't. Hang on. I think you've seen it. This is an accurate picture of me. I don't have the Bob Ross hair. So it's just straight. I guess I'll fix it. I'll make myself a fro if I have to. It's true. I've heard it's a lot going on. I don't even honestly know how to curl my hair myself. I can't get it to work the way, at least look good. So I guess I would go to a salon, but I don't know if it's really that important. I could always get a wig. Shoot, I lost what I was doing. I was painting it like dark blue down here. That's not the pattern, Susan. Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you. I couldn't grow a beard if I wanted to. I just don't have. I have a lot of estrogen in me, which is probably a good thing because I am a female. I like this band called Ripe, and they're pretty good. And the only reason I just thought of him because the lead singer has like the Bob Ross type of fro. And one Halloween, me and somebody went to a concert that they were putting on in Baltimore, and we dressed up. And a couple of people, or at least one person, dressed up like the lead singer of Ripe. And I really thought he was Bob Ross at first. And I was like, oh, cool, that guy's dressed like Bob Ross. And then I figured it out. I was like, oh, that's not true. I'm sorry. And now I have their songs in my head, but that's okay. There are worse things. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. More lightest blue, turquoise. I don't know what I'm going to do for the sides yet. I guess I could put a couple of sharks swimming on the side as long as they're not too large. We'll find out. We'll see. Sometimes I don't know what I'm going to do until I just do it. The cat just made a chirping noise. I don't know why. I think that was her. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. Sometimes she looks like she's asleep, so I guess it must have come from another apartment. She got her own cameo at the very beginning of the stream because she was sitting on the box that I normally put my laptop on. So I just pointed my camera up towards her, and she was the star. But now she's asleep. She says I bore her, which I probably do. Very excited that I get to sleep in tomorrow. I work at 2:00, which is my normal general shift. I usually work evenings. Today was an exception, but it's gonna be fine. I have evenings and then I have weekends off, so I can't really complain too much. It's very nice. I do like my schedule as long as it's, stuck to the way it's supposed to be and not just like, oh, by the way, we need you to work 10 hours today from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. And excuse me, I did not agree to this. But it's okay. So I'm just making the gradient go behind the shoe, and then at the end of the shoe, it's going to be dark blue again. That's the plan, Stan. Try to make it so you guys can see, but it's a little hard. It's difficult. It can be difficult anyway. Let me tilt the camera up a little bit. Now you can see the candy. I'm sorry. Never mind. I don't want to do that mirror effect where, when you take a picture of a mirror and you just see endless mirrors behind you. Or maybe that's not the way it is. It's like if you have two mirrors shining on each other, that's what it looks like. Shining, facing. I don't understand. When did I ever see a mirror shine? I was watching this TikTok video, and this person said, she's like, "Look at this money vase," and then she walked away, and she's like, "Money vase? I meant a bank." I'm gonna start calling it a money vase from now on. Mhm. All right, it's looking pretty nice. It's hard to pick it up. I need a better quality webcam, but hopefully I'll take pictures. If you can't see it already, it's harder because it's dark blue back there, but then I'm going to make it the gradient again. So next color is, of course, the medium blue. Just put this, just paint this a little bit more so it's more or less even. And these a little more. My goal is to stream for an hour. I've been going for about 45 minutes now. I want to do at least an hour. I don't think I'm going to do designs today, but I will definitely say that for another Shoesday Tuesday. And I got a commission, so I have that to work on too. So I have plenty of shoe projects. I'm not going to run out of that. Don't you worry. So if you're new to this, tomorrow for me is work in progress Wednesday. I stream whatever it is I'm working on. So it can be shoes. I could work on the shoes tomorrow. I was also working on like some little pencil cups. I could work on that for a little bit if I need to. But sometimes I get into this like groove about it, and I was like, like Sunday, I was just really into painting those, and I don't know if I will be tomorrow or not. We'll see. But at that, because I work evenings, that stream normally happens around after 8 o'clock. So hopefully that's not too late for anybody. But if you don't want to, if you can't make it, this will be available for playback later. So it doesn't matter. I do understand. Some people like to sleep. I get it. Typically, I only stream about 3 times a week. I'm going to try and start something called Tutorial Thursday, where I do like a tutorial of some sort of paint. I don't know, something that I do in terms of art, either drawing or painting. I was thinking about doing a tutorial about how to paint like a realistic looking Christmas tree, or at least the pine needles because I just did a design with pine needles on them for shoes, and I thought that would be cute. But I think it might be hard to do a tutorial on live stream, so I might just make that a video. We'll see. I did do like a little one on TikTok the other day, but TikTok is easier because it has more engagement generally, because you can just stumble into somebody's live without even meaning to. So that's a little bit different. But that doesn't mean I still can't do it, especially since I offer playback. So, and I guess I was thinking I could just do the same thing over and over again. So like, basically, in short, this pencil cup that I was working on before has that pine needle design. I'm going to make like, I'm going to do all 4 sides, and then I was going to put like Christmas ornaments in it too, so it'll look like an actual Christmas tree. Sorry, I can't do these things. So if you don't catch it for this side, you might catch the stream for this side or this side. Anyway, that's my logic. We'll see. I don't know how well it's going to work out. But I was trying to get a theme for at least every day. And I need to do something on the weekends too. I don't know what to do though. But I also kind of value my weekend time. So, but it's fun to do videos every once in a while, just like film things and edit together. I like to do that. So yeah, tomorrow after 8, sometime after 8. Hopefully not exactly after. Like I need to go home and eat dinner after work. So and like our clinic closes at 8 usually. So um so I have to scarf some food down unless I eat at work, which is fine. I could do that. Um and then I go home, feed my cat, and then hop online. That's the plan. That's usually how it goes. So usually it's not until like 8:30 that I get on there for a live stream. If I've worked on an evening, but today I worked during the day, so it was fine. I could do it a little bit earlier. I did one stream on a Friday once. It was called Fine Art Friday. I think that's kind of lame. I feel like I could do better than that for a name, but it's the best I could think of. So I'm not positive I'm going to do streaming every Friday either. It's just I'm trying to be as consistent as possible. But right now the consistency is just Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesdays. But we'll see. I just have a social life. That's all. I like to keep up my social life. I hate the tags on Vans shoes. It makes me so mad. I understand they want everybody to know it's a Vans product. I get it. Thank you. We all know. All right. I wish that client would get back to me about the size or at least the style because I'm not positive that the 40% off sale on Vans.com is going to continue. But if it doesn't work, it's fine. I don't really pay for the shoes anyway. The client does. It's part of the price. So I just would like it. It would be nice, but it's okay. It's fine. Oh, interesting. I didn't paint this the way I did the other shoe. There we go. It's a little bit better. Yeah, I think for tomorrow, I'll probably work on these shoes for work in progress Wednesday because now that I have a shark theme in mind, I'm actually kind of excited to continue it. It's going to be fun. Oh, what? Why is it like? I don't even know how tall you are. Like, is it just like the width though? A lot of people complain about the width for canvas shoes. I also paint on Converse. I just prefer Vans because there's usually more space because Converse insists on putting this star logo right and with that's like completely rubber and like a big old circle right on the side. And I'm just like, if I could just take that off, I could definitely paint more. But I do Converse, it's fine. I don't do leather just yet. I have some leather paint. I keep meaning to buy myself a pair of like standard tennis shoes just to see if the paint will work and if I can make it look as good as I do the canvas shoes, but I haven't gotten around to it yet. Oh, wow. That is pretty big. I'm sure I can look it up. I'll see if they have it. It might be an online thing. It probably is not in store, but we'll see. What design would you get if I did find it? Okay. Well, then that's actually a pretty good opportunity for me to try out my leather paint on that. I don't know if it's. I have some New Balance shoes too, but I don't know if it's going to work. It's a pretty good experiment, though. I mean, usually when people do shoe painting, like I've seen before, and if they do it on leather, they do it on Air Force Ones, and I'm not buying a pair of Air Force Ones just to experiment with. No, thank you. All right, that's perfectly reasonable. I was thinking, and this is terrible. Actually, it's not terrible. It's just stupid. But I kind of like the Target birds, the holiday birds. I got one the other day. This is the cute little guys, and they have little winter coats. And I was kind of thinking about making shoes with those designs, but I don't know if that's a good idea or not. I'll think about it. I already made a couple of different winter shoes, so I'm not sure that I'm gonna need another pair. But I was thinking about just doing birds in general because I think birds are more popular, and I like fat birds, very particular. But we'll see. I think birds might be a good idea for certain shoes. I don't think I've ever done a bird shoe. I did one pair of cat shoes once, but I would like to do some cat shoes again, probably. I just think birds would look pretty. All right, I'm officially gone streaming longer than I did yesterday. That's embarrassing. But I was so tired yesterday. And I was also I was worried that I wasn't going to be able to get up in time for today. So that's what happened. Gonna do like a Jaws face, I think, with the bloody teeth and all that. Make it super realistic. That'll be fun. I didn't clean off the cat fur on the sides of the shoe. Rookie mistake. Oh well, it'll be fine. I can clean it off later. Or it'll just become part of the design, whatever works. This fair that I'm doing on December 9th, I'm a little bit anxious about because it's outdoors, and today it snowed, so I suppose it's officially winter. Now I have a really nice coat, and I can definitely dress warm. God, I don't want to be outside. The second one I'm doing this December, which is the weekend after next weekend, is indoors. So that's better. But that one I'm going to have help with. Never. It's fun. I like to connect with people on here. It's also like a really easy way to make a video. Like you can just to have content on your page is like you just stream and then you're done. So I'm trying to do as much content as I possibly can. So it works. That's how it works out. I do want to do like more creative videos. Like I have a couple on my page, and shorts do really well on YouTube. So I'm trying to make more shorts, but I don't know. This is my first time trying it. Like this is my first year that I've ever tried to do YouTube, and I've actually only been at it for about 2 months or 2 or 3 months. So it's still a work in progress. Good. I respect that kind of decision. I wore a hoodie to work today. I was like, oh God. And then it started snowing and I was like, I guess it might be time to drag out the coat if I have to. Maybe I can drag out like a fancier looking coat. I don't know. I have to try it on, see if it still fits me. I don't know. Might as well just be warm, I guess. All right, we're almost done. And I have streamed officially for an hour, so it's almost like if I quit soon, I won't feel like I cheated everybody like I did last night. I apologize. But tomorrow's Work in Progress Wednesday, and since it's my stream, I decided that I can work on these shoes tomorrow and start drawing the sharks in, which is more fun to watch than watch me paint backgrounds, I understand. So please come back for that. All right. Backgrounds are done. And that's really the tedious part. So I think I am going to stop here, and tomorrow I'm going to work on these shoes again. I'm just going to leave them right here, sitting here. I'm going to draw the sharks in and all that good stuff. So thank you so much for coming by, and thanks for subscribing. I appreciate it. If you like what you see, please go ahead and like and subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow evening, hopefully. Bye-bye. Have a great night.